In Tyneside, there's something in the air, and it's not just the weather that's changed. It's that kind of feeling that hovers when silence behind the scenes seems to hide more than it reveals. Glances exchanged between coaching staff, late-night meetings at the training ground, and a few cryptic social media posts from people close to the club. Those who follow the day-to-day life of Newcastle United know when something big is brewing, and this time, the signs are everywhere. What's coming isn't just another name in the transfer market, it's a strategic response to a recent disappointment. And speaking of disappointment, it's impossible to ignore the name Mbeumo, who for weeks was one of the fans' biggest hopes for strengthening the Magpies' attack. The Brentford forward was treated as a top priority, but in the end, he chose another path. His decision to join Manchester United was a major blow, but that's when Newcastle's real spirit kicks in. When one door closes, another opens with even more strength. And that's exactly what we're talking about in today's video, a bold reaction that could reshape Eddie Howe's attacking plans. By the way, if you want to stay on top of every behind-the-scenes detail, every decision, and every rumor that could become reality, take a moment now to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep bringing you quality content, and of course, it guarantees you'll be the first to know what's happening at Newcastle. It's quick, it's free, and you'll be joining a growing community of passionate supporters. Back to what's been stirring things behind the scenes. After Mbeumo's refusal, Newcastle didn't waste any time. According to The Athletic, one of the most reliable sources when it comes to the Premier League, the club's board have already opened talks to sign a new attacking option. And this isn't just a plan B. The name now in focus is Antoine Semenyo, forward for Bournemouth. And while the name might seem under the radar at first glance, the truth is we're talking about a player who analysts are calling a beast and who could fit seamlessly into Eddie Howe's tactical system. At 25 years old, Semenyo has stood out as one of Bournemouth's most consistent performers since joining from Bristol City in January 2023, currently valued at around £70 million. He's far from just another rising prospect, he's already delivering. With explosive pace, a powerful finish, and the ability to play across the front line. Semenyo impresses not just with skill, but with relentless work rate. His style closely resembles Mbeumo's, which only adds more logic to Newcastle's interest in him. More than just replacing Mbeumo, the pursuit of Semenyo fits into a broader philosophy at the club, targeting players who bring not only technical ability but also intensity, versatility and a strong mentality. Qualities that the Ghanaian forward has in abundance. According to analyst Ben Mattinson, he's a dual monster, a player who never shies away from a battle and can turn any ordinary moment into a dangerous opportunity. His performance has ranked him among the best in the Premier League in key metrics for wingers and attacking midfielders. And this ties in perfectly with what Eddie Howe is looking for in his front line. The Newcastle boss has made it clear in multiple interviews, he wants a team that doesn't rely on individuals, but on a balanced and well-drilled unit. Semenyo, with his physical presence, tactical awareness and ability to play multiple roles, is a natural fit for that vision. On top of that, his hard-working profile is seen as essential to maintaining the team's tempo and intensity, especially now that Newcastle are back in the Champions League. And if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, now's the perfect time. Here you'll find not just transfer updates, but tactical analysis, behind-the-scenes scoops and info you won't find in the mainstream media. If you're a true Magpies fan, this space is for you. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because the transfer market is heating up fast. It's worth remembering that the 2024-25 season got off to a bittersweet start. A slow beginning and the lack of signings at the right moment drew criticism towards the board. But the final stretch of the season told a different story. Not only did Newcastle bounce back, they finished 5th in the Premier League, securing their return to Europe's top competition. The win over Liverpool at Wembley, even though it ended in a League Cup runners-up medal, was a clear sign of the team's strength in that, with the right additions, they can aim even higher. Semenyo looks to be one of those right additions. And what's interesting is that even with other clubs in the race, including Tottenham, Newcastle seemed to be a step ahead in negotiations. That's because the project presented to Semenyo goes beyond wages or spotlight. He wants a club where he can grow, compete, and play a key role. And St. James Park offers exactly that. The player is believed to have already been approached informally and has shown interest in the project. Now the next step is to formalize a proposal that also convinces Bournemouth, the South Coast club. For their part, no, they have a valuable asset. That's why they've set a high price tag around £70 million. It's a significant figure, but one that Newcastle may be willing to invest, especially if they manage a few strategic departures from the current squad. That makes this move even more calculated, strengthening the team without breaching PSR limits, which was a challenge in the last window. The intelligence behind this move shows how Newcastle have learned from recent missteps. The disappointment around the Mbeumo saga didn't demoralize the club. In fact, it had the opposite effect. Today the club acts with more speed, more focus and far less noise. The Semenyo move proves exactly that. A player who hasn't yet made the front pages of tabloids, but who has all the tools to be one of the standouts next season and maybe one of the smartest signings of Howe's entire project. In fact, let us know in the comments what you think about Semenyo potentially joining Newcastle. Do you believe he's the missing piece to balance the attack, or are you still hoping for a more high-profile name? Your opinion really matters to us and helps this channel grow even more, so drop your thoughts below and let's chat about the future of our team. To wrap up, here's the bottom line. The transfer window is just getting started, and Newcastle are already showing they mean business. The choice to pursue names like Semenyo signals a pattern that's likely to continue players with hunger, energy, and a desire to grow with the club. The next season promises a lot, and if the Magpies keep following this line, expect a stronger, more competitive team with real potential to surprise in both England and Europe. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. We could have another update on this deal or a brand new bombshell at any moment. This is the place to stay informed, with analysis, information, and of course, that special excitement only true Magpies fans understand. See you in the next video.